I'm in an S5 facing comfy, cause can't name that bring me.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who played his college ball on Rocky Top. Of All for Life, Charles, their rookie quarterback from Tennessee. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. They're going to look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
It sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That one let go deep for Laporta. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong. But now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about... On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Well, this complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on...
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third. Seriously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
On the return, Williams. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown. So now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it down to the 28. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is down to... So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here comes third and the length of the football. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now back to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd down and 6 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the...
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And this is going to be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there. Ready.
He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
On play action, they'll throw.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down to about the 23.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Williams now to return it.
Williams now on the return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's Williams on the catch. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Nice move at the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamison Williams from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Right back to him on 1st down. Taken down at the 42. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38. And 10 at their 38. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Devontae Wyatt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one taken in by Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll go on the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Fighting through.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Come on. 60 bison. Here we go.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.